everyone, it's Ann. Today we're going to take a look at a fairly new deck. It's been out about 2 months, 2.5 months. It was released 2 months ago, early September 2nd, 2025, according to Amazon. I'm recording this the day right before Thanksgiving, so November 2025, so almost 3 months, not quite. Still fairly new. It's called the Literacy Oracle Deck, a guide to the hidden lore of classic literature. Something different. It's in a hard case box, and it's shaped like a book, which is really cool. My courage always rises with every attempt to intimidate me. Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. So I guess that's a quote from Jane Austen. So they design it like a book. Look at this. They designed it like a real book. I'm not sure who the publisher is. Let me see if I can read this. Is UNSQ GIF. Maybe it'll be written out inside. So it opens up like this. And then we have a picture inside. It looks like a picture of a tarot card, sort of. Very nice. Kind of like a marbleized inner lining. Then we have the guidebook that's on top. Here it is. So the publisher is Union Square and Company. Union Square and Company. Here's the side. Not too thick, but it is a larger size guidebook. We'll take a look at it more in depth after we look at the cards. The cards are underneath. There is this cardboard. This is hard to kind of keep the card so that it won't slide around the box, which is a nice touch. But as you can see, its cardboard is loose, so it does come out. But once with the cards in there, it keeps it in place. And it is sort of like a clamshell box. The top is attached to the box. It's really well designed, just like a book. Really cool. Pretty sturdy, hard case. They are larger size cards, and here's the back. I love this marble-like effect, how they do it on the side of the books, the side of the box, like pages of book, and then inside the box, and then now on the back of the cards as well. Pretty cool. The sides are not gilded. Cardstock is matte on the thinner side, papery. You can see there is a little sheen, a little coating, but it feels papery versus plasticky. Comparing it to a traditional paperback tarot card size, it is a lot larger, as you can see, a lot wider, a little taller, but a lot wider. And like this whole thing can fit right on it. So it looks more like a square. Excuse me. Okay, so are they numbered? Let's zoom in nice and tight so you can see. They have the hero, and then they have Odysseus. So it doesn't look like, oh, they are numbered. They're right here. So this is 1, this is 2. Okay, so they are numbered. Oh, they're numbered in the corner. In the corners are the number. And then the left side, it describes, I guess, the archetype and then the name of the character. So card number 1, the hero Odysseus. And then we have the villain. And who is this? Grendel. Remember, so this is an oracle deck that is like the literature, right? Like is associated with literary literature, stories. The sage, so there's different characters or archetypes, right? So who is he? Faria. I'm not familiar with his name. I'm not sure which literature or story he's from. He reminds me of not the hangman, the hermit, with his lantern here, and him being a little bit more mature man with wisdom. Well, the sage, I guess that that does fit as well. The Nurturer. And who is she? Margaret or Marmick March. Not familiar with her either. I'm not going to read all the name all the time because, well, number one, I can't see. Jean Valjean. This is larger, so I'm going to read this and then you can pause or you can read this. This side, the Protector, the Ally. Reminds me like a Sherlock Holmes story. I mean, just the characters. The Leader, like a king here. Oh, it is a king. It's King Arthur. All right, well, makes sense. He has his crown. The Rebel, Elizabeth Bennet. The Warrior, the Innocent. The Explorer. Wow, is he a giant? Or he just landed at a place where they have tiny little people? The Visionary. Don Quixote. Is it Don Quixote? Yeah. Don Quixote. The Grifter. I have to see who's the Grifter. The Wizard. The Creator. The Shapeshifter, the Romantic, the Risk Taker, the Poet, the Anti-Hero, the Monster, the Magician, the Vulnerable, the Underdog, the Lovers. Oh, how sweet. The Shadow, the Outcast. Oh my God, it's a gigantic beetle. What is this? Gregor Samsa. I don't know what literature that is from, but that's quite interesting. The Divine, Manifestation, Passion, Obsession, Justice, Adventure, Courage, Destruction, Family, Ambition, Enlightenment, Temptation, Empathy, Truth, Love, Metamorphosis, The Fall, Wilderness, The Mountain, The Journey, Community, Identity, Grief, Homecoming, Rebirth, Creativity, Time, Heaven and Hell, the End. Very interesting. So they have characters, archetypes, and then they have, I'm pretty sure, well, we'll take a look at the guidebook. So there's a semi-gloss page. Look at this marbleizing even inside the book cover. A guide to the hidden lore of classic literature. Introduction, how to use this stack the cards. My reading journal. So I believe how to use the stack, here we go, the cards. I believe it's broken down to section like, you know, people, right? Then we have, so there's no picture of the card, the number, the name of the card. Oh, there's 3 keywords. There's keywords, guidance and affirmation. And then it talks about the character. And then it looks like there's an affirmation as well. So the Sage, so there's a guidance. So that you have the name of the card and then 3 keywords: wisdom, mentorship, enlightenment, and then a paragraph on the guidance, a section for guidance, a section for affirmation, and then they explain the character or the name of the person on the card, and then like a quote in relations to the card. All right. What section is this? My reading journal. Oh, so this is... Oh, so they give you like a journal in the backs for when you do readings. You can put your notes. So that is the guidebook. Let's zoom out, clear the deck, and see how they shuffle. So they're okay. A little bit of a stretch for petite hands, but not too bad. It's doable, definitely doable without, you know, struggling too much. You can always do it vertically, which is a little less of a stretch. Cards are jumping all over the place. What is this? A hero. That's no problem. And let's see what they will riff or shuffle. Yep, definitely will riff or shuffle. Let's pull a card for the collective viewer. Message. There's a whole bunch, so I'm not going to pull it. Can we get a message from this deck for the collective viewers, please? What do we need to know at this time? Message for the collective viewers. What do we need to know at this time? One card for the collective viewers. What does this deck want to share with the collective viewers? What does the collective viewers need to know at this time? Can we get one card? Okay. Ooh, the monster. Underneath the monster is the ally. Well, I'm going to take the monster since that was the one on top. And who is this person? The creature. Looks like Frankenstein, sort of, but not really. Similar Frankenstein archetype, at least, right? So let's look him up. Card number 20. A monster. All right, keywords. I can't see. Please help if I take. All right, so the monster. Can you still see? All right. Fear, isolation, anger, guidance. The monster arises in the face of injustices done to us. Pain and isolation can warp the spirit, or worse, those around you can fail to see the reality of your true self. The wisdom we can glean from the monster is an acceptance of the reality of our struggles. But the folly is in indulging in our anger. We are never alone as we think. We are never as alone as we think. Okay, so the affirmation, fury at injustice done to myself or others is natural and right. I accept the darkness of the world on something that cannot be solved. Okay, as something that cannot be solved, but will seek what recompense I can and never let go of joy. Okay, so the creature, oh, it is Frankenstein. Okay. Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley. The creature, born from ambition and scientific hubris, hubris. It's a reflection of the consequences of playing God. His longing for acceptance turns to anger when he is rejected, revealing the pain of isolation and the danger of unchecked creation. The story of Frankenstein's monster serves as a meditation on the responsibility we bear for what we bring into the world. I ought to be thy Adam, but I am rather the fallen angel. Interesting. Fear, isolation, and anger. Okay, so the message for the collective viewer is anger. Fear, isolation, and anger. So there's something that we're angry about, if it resonates, that we need to release. We have the ally, family, the warrior, the protector. Interesting. Well, I guess there's lots of things going on in the world that can cause one to be angry about, right? But we need to take responsibility, didn't it say, for our anger and what we bring into the world. We can always transmute it as well. Bottom of the deck, adventure. All right. So I hope you guys enjoy that. It may not be a deck for everyone. They are larger size cards. But if you love literature, you're into literature, classics, books, things like that, this would be nice on a bookshelf as well. It looks like a real book. Or if you collect cards and you just want something different, unique. But definitely a readable deck. There's lots of archetypes, lots of different situations and things. So very readable deck as well. Excuse me. As usual, if you are interested in the deck, I will put the link in the description underneath the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye.